Hello everyone, this is Venom Geek Media here, and as part of our Summer of Spaceships, we are going to be doing a comparison between two very iconic spaceships from science fiction, the Milano and the Millennium Falcon. And here to debate this case with me is...
Jack, once again.
Right, so which side are you going to take for this?
Falcon, straight away.
Okay.
I'll pick that up any day.
So, I mean, just kind of outlining, what these ships are. These are both kind of these hero spaceships. They're not fighters. They're a little bit bigger. They take them around the galaxy. They're the main kind of centre of activity for the films for the most part. Right. Okay. Opening argument for the Falcon.
Let's start this off. Harrison Ford. Straight away.
This isn't about Harrison Ford.
No. Just you got to mention their captains.
Chris Pratt.
Han Solo.
Chris Pratt.
Han Solo.
Chris Pratt.
Chewbacca.
Groot.
Fastest ship in the galaxy.
Yeah, well,
you just can't. The Falcon is iconic. The very first ship that any major sci-fi fan had was the Falcon.
Personally speaking, I had the Enterprise, but
that doesn't touch the Falcon. Okay, the Falcon is iconic.
Right. Well, I'd say the Milano is, we've only seen it for 2 films. Give it a chance. It is on its way to stardom, I think. Why? Because it looks so striking. It's full of character and colour, reflecting the films that it's in. And it's got just as much of a colourful and interesting crew and design as itself.
But after 2 Star Wars films, every not even a fan, everyone could name the Falcon.
Yeah, well,
can everyone do the same for the Milano? Can they?
Not yet.
Not yet. 2 films, 2 Star Wars films, everyone knew the Millennium Falcon. Only particular fans.
In fairness, that's because the Milano spends a large chunk of the second film being blown up, which is not its fucking fault.
Which happens in the first film.
Yeah, but it happens at the very end of the first film, so it's fine.
You would never blow up the Falcon. Endless. You would never do that ever.
That's because the Milano does more exciting action-packed stuff. For the most part, the Millennium Falcon.
What you're saying from A New Hope? This guy's got some manoeuvres. Evading slightly to the left or the right.
Slightly to the left.
You're not saying that's
They don't fucking They run. The Millennium Falcon is a ship that runs, and its pilot is a pilot that runs and hides from the bad guys. It uses hyperspace. It fucks off. It, if it's being chased by Star Destroyers, it sneaks around the back. It just runs. It spends.
Would you not run from Darth Vader? Would you not?
Well, the Star-Lord run from Ronan. No, he doesn't. Well, actually, it wasn't. But with Star-Lord, no, he crashed it into the side of the fucking ship. He went smash right into the side of the
Falcon. Not help destroy the Death Star, the original Death Star. I'm not talking about the second one. Obviously, it destroyed the second one single-handedly. No,
actually, it didn't. The X-wing destroyed the second one. The accompanying X-wing.
Okay, the accompanying X-wing.
It did fuck all. The Millennium Falcon did fuck all. Right, talking.
So look back at A New Hope. Luke was going down the trench. He was getting shot by 3 Imperial ships.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. What comes along and saves him? The Falcon.
So what? Right. Okay.
He would have been destroyed instantly.
If we're doing a kind of a measure of death counter of how much destruction each ship causes. Okay. So let's look in A New Hope, right?
Yeah.
New Hope. It does what? 4. Let me think. 4 TIE fighters.
Of that we know of.
That we see.
Yes.
And then 1 other when it comes back to save Luke.
Yes.
The other one crashes itself because it's an idiot. Right. Milano, I can't remember precisely how many necrocraft it destroyed, but it destroyed an absolute fuck ton of necrocraft. It was way more maneuverable because it's just able to stop, shoot. Like it's like a fucking like helicopter. It was just fucking immense. Like you just wrecked those fucking necrocraft easy.
Yeah,
and it fucking flew into the fucking spaceship. It flew in, delivering a killer team of badasses who fucking shot Ronan with the H on an Enforcer. Right?
You're saying Lando didn't do that in Return of the Jedi?
No, he just followed the around. He didn't do shit.
No.
He like, I don't know, like what's the Millennium Falcon, like
anyone could go in the Milano and drive it. We've only ever seen solo pilot, Han Solo,
Lando,
and
Rey. Right, okay.
3 people out of Chewbacca. Chewbacca's there, but I'd say he's more of an assistant than a pilot.
Right, okay, what? So what's your point here? You saying like
you got to have skill to drive the Falcon.
No, you don't. It's a fucking
do.
freighter.
Only 3 people can actually.
It's a fucking freighter. It's
can
like
actually fly.
The only reason the Millennium Falcon is any good is because it is modified the shit out of. And the Milano and the M-class ships are built from the ground. Essentially, it was built like that to be that. And like, okay, so let's get more onto aesthetics, right? Because the Milano wins hands down. It's fucking blue and orange and silver, right? It's like a
grey.
What?
What's wrong with grey?
It's boring. No one fucking likes grey.
The shape. Let's talk about the shape.
The Milano looks like a fucking bird. It's like, actually looks like it's flying.
Easily shot down, may I add as well. Destroyed twice.
No, sorry. It was not shot down twice. Once it crashed into the Dark Aster, which does not count as being shot down because it did that voluntarily.
Falcon would have survived that.
Fucking wouldn't. Fucking wouldn't. Right, okay. And the second time, okay, got shot down, but not before fucking Drax hangs out the back. Die, spaceship!
But they're effectively going up against people playing a game. Just remember, it looked like they were playing a game.
There were fucking billions of them. They weren't billions, but there were like hundreds of those guys.
Like they were playing a game. They weren't manned ships, were they?
It doesn't make a difference. The technology is so advanced that they might as well have been manned. These are like a race of like genetically engineered, like, all perfect people. So they're gonna be good at this shit. It's gonna be like fucking trying to. Okay, they're playing a game, but you would not go up against like in real life. I'm sure you would not fucking go up against the winners of like a fucking what's the big games these days of like fucking League of Legends, like the people that win those tournaments. You would not in real, like if they were like doing like strategy and army command, you would be like, fuck that. Oh, actually no, probably not them. The StarCraft winners, you'd be like, fuck that. Those guys know how to fucking like strategize and shit.
But I think if they were manned on the spacecraft, they would have more. They would have a different mentality of, oh god, if I get blown up, I'm dead. So they would have to fly better.
Yeah, yeah, but like the TIE fighters still fly shit. I mean, both are like really shit. Like go up against really shit enemies, like the Necrocraft and the TIE fighters and the Sovereign. They all have pretty, let's face it, shit enemies. So it's unfair to compare them on the basis of enemies because they're all shit. And like going back to like right, think about the first like scene of Guardians of the Galaxy 1, right? Yeah. Okay. And at the very end, you have the pink woman, and she's she's like, Peter, what the fuck were you doing? and he's all just like, sorry, what's your name? Yeah, I'm going to be totally honest with you. I forgot you were actually here.
We can't drive that junk. That's what I'm going to say. Force Awakens.
Whatever. Anyway,
you're not telling me that sequence of flying isn't epic.
I'm not saying it's not epic.
It's a lot better than that first scene of Guardians you're explaining to me right now.
Yeah, but the point I'm getting across is you can pick up chicks with Milano.
And you're saying Han Solo didn't?
Okay. Han Solo picked up chicks on the basis of being Harrison Ford.
Before that as well. We've never seen it, but I'm guessing Lando did as well.
Yeah, but they did it because of who they were, not because of their ship, right? Okay.
Their ship and how they could fly that ship.
Yeah, but the ship itself. When the bird when the girl like first seen the ship, she was probably all like, "That's a fucking hunk of junk." What is this guy? This guy's a fucking space hobo, right? Okay, and you see, like, it's like driving up in like a fucking ancient. You know, you can be fucking George Clooney. It's like being it's like being Harrison Ford and driving up in a like a fucking. I'm just trying to think of a Morris Marina. Driving up in a Morris Marina, and you're like, "Hey, girl," but she's like, you know, she's a bit taken aback by the car. But you know, it's Harrison Ford. You know, well, we make it, you know, and he drives it really well. But that doesn't mean anything about the ship, right?
No. When people see it, they're like, "Oh, look at that ship." And then they go, "What's it called?" The Millennium Falcon. And then they know what it is.
That's not the point.
Then they know what
That's not the point. Gamora's all like, you know, "Peter, your ship is filthy," and he's like, "Oh, she has no idea. You got problems, Quill." But because it's like a fucking space Ferrari. It's a fucking space Ferrari. You can't beat a space Ferrari. You can't beat a Ferrari. Maybe with a space Bugatti Veyron,
which the Falcon is.
That is not a Bugatti Veyron.
The fastest ship in the galaxy.
No. I'll tell you what it is, right? Okay, like, because a Bugatti Veyron is classy, it's elegant, it's, you know, it's sleek. The Millennium Falcon is none of these. You know what the Millennium Falcon is?
Let's go for an old.
It's a Dodge.
Mustang.
It's a Dodge.
I prefer to call it a Mustang. A Falcon is the old Mustang.
The old Mustang. It's
the original iconic Mustang.
Yeah, but Ferrari, because that implies that you're Italian, man. Like, chicks love Italians.
And so you wouldn't like to have a Mustang?
Because that just implies you're an American.
What's wrong with being an American? The Americans are cool.
The Italians are cooler.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
Right. You ask any woman around the world, Italian men, they love that shit. Right, okay, but we're getting off topic here. We've now strayed onto very weird ground. The point is, and like the Milano, like, is way more comfortable, like, looks way more comfortable to actually, like, live in for a sustained period. Bear in mind, you have 4, like, really, like, social pariahs living on there and not managing to slaughter each other, managing to get along. Why do you think that is? Because it's quite comfortable and there's a good chunk of space on board. And that is very practical and very nice. It's got 2 fucking decks.
I'm pretty sure Chewbacca accompanies for 2 men.
Yeah, but they're not 2 antisocial men, are they? They're not 2... They're not like 2 men who are like enemies of each other, who would normally not get on with each other, no.
Wait, let's break it down. Does the Milano have Han Solo? No.
No, it has fucking Star-Lord.
Does it have a Wookiee? No.
It has Groot.
Chewbacca.
It has Groot.
Chewbacca.
Vin Diesel.
Chewbacca.
You can't beat Vin Diesel.
No, yes.
You can't beat Vin Diesel.
I'm not talking about the actor, I'm talking about the character. Chewbacca over Groot any day.
Fuck you. He's like the best companion.
Hey, where do you think they get the idea of Peter Quill from?
Whoa.
To Han Solo. Indiana Jones. Well,
So you can't make that statement when the comics
Harrison
came,
Ford
when the comics
made them two iconic characters.
How can you say that when the comics came out? I'm pretty sure before the Star Wars films, or at least around about they were 1970s, weren't they? Yeah. So they were 70s. So they were coming out before either before Star Wars, or certainly before it was superbly popular, and way before Indiana Jones. So no, that doesn't hold water, man.
They still his first scene is stolen from Raiders of the Lost Ark.
How is that stolen from Raiders of the Lost Ark?
And put something else in to replace it.
That applies to any fucking treasure hunter. The point of the first...
Especially Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Right, okay. What does the Millennium Falcon does not have a fucking cassette player.
We have Lightspeed.
No, we're talking entertainment systems here. Entertainment-wise. It's like fucking weird shit. Who the fuck plays chess? It's like no one...
Not just chess, monster chess.
Yeah, but who the fuck plays it? No one fucking plays that shit. It's Chewbacca.
As soon as they got on the ship, what did they first...
Chewbacca and R2-D2 played it. No one fucking else. Han Solo never plays it, okay? Why do you think that? Because he's a cool guy. Chewbacca isn't, right?
Whoa.
Okay?
Whoa.
Everyone, who don't like those mixtapes? Who don't like the awesome mixtapes?
I don't care. You just said Chewbacca's not cool. Look at his weapon. Oh my... Probably the best weapon. We've only ever seen it properly shot. What, most recent film?
Yeah, where it blows the
crap out of Stormtroopers.
Yeah, that was quite cool.
But somehow it doesn't... I'm not going to mention it because it will just disprove my point of how cool the weapon is.
Well, because most of the time it doesn't actually do that.
No, because Kylo Ren doesn't die. It's not...
For some fucking reason.
It's not going to that one.
Yes. Whereas the fucking, Atron Enforcer just... was gonna blow that ship a new one, a very big new one. You have 5 seconds to comply. I think the Milano is just it feels like it's going to be iconic, and that it's going to be just as recognisable and just as iconic as the Millennium Falcon, because it has the look. It has the style, and it has the character to fit with the movie, just as much as the Falcon.
No, I don't know. The Falcon, God, you can't put them on the same level. Come on. How can you say... The Millennium Falcon is tiers above the Milano. Tiers above the Milano.
The Milano has just as much of a character and just as much importance.
That's why they destroy it twice.
They destroy it. It
has that much character. They have to forcibly rebuild it twice, whereas they could not imagine to do that to the Falcon.
No, they rebuild it because that's a running cliche, and it's just how casually they treat things. And I bet we'll see it again in the next Guardians of the Galaxy. And so what if it gets blown up after that and after that? If it's doing awesome shit in between, who cares?
They don't care about it much, do they? Also, how many other Ravager ships look exactly the same?
No, none of them None of them.
From the original film, everyone.
No, they do not. There are watching the original film, and there is differences. I grant you slight, but there are differences between the Milano and the other M-class ships. There
is no difference.
There is enough.
What, a slight difference?
Paint scheme, different weapon mountings, and different customization. That's the other thing. You can customize the shit out of these ships, and they still look fucking awesome.
The Falcon goes from a circular dish to a rectangular one. What more do you need from it?
What do you mean a rectangular dish?
The satellite dish.
The satellite dish. Who gives a shit? No one likes the rectangular dish. That looks like shit. Like we've both got to agree on that we missed the old circular dish.
Yeah, we do.
Unless you want to go fish it out of the wreckage of the second Death Star.
Oh, I don't think anyone's getting that back.
Where he lost it. I like that they retained that like detail for the film. Right. Well, I think we've argued ourselves to an impasse here. Yeah, I'm just saying, Milano is on its way to being Team Milano.
No,
Milano all the way. Guardians of the rule.
Falcon.
Guardians.